Hey everybody, and Happy New Year! You know, when the clock strikes midnight, we all do the usual, right? Maybe a little champagne, auld lang syne, kissy kissy if you're lucky. But around the world, people get their New Year's groove on in some pretty wild ways. We're talking traditions that'll make you say, wait, they do what? Get ready to laugh, learn, and maybe steal an idea or two, because we're about to unpack 20 of the strangest New Year's traditions from every corner of the globe. All right, amigos, let's kick things off in Spain, where the New Year's Eve celebrations are unlike any other. Here, they've turned the final moments of the year into a delicious race against time, filled with excitement and tradition. Picture this: the clock's ticking down, the crowd's going wild, and everyone is eagerly waiting for the stroke of midnight. In your hand, you've got a dozen grapes. That's right, 12 juicy grapes, each one representing a month of the upcoming year. The goal? To gobble down one grape with each chime of the clock at midnight. It's a test of speed and coordination. They say each grape represents good luck for each month of the new year. So, if you manage to eat all 12 in time, you're in for a year of prosperity and happiness. But let me tell you, trying to cram all those grapes in your mouth at once, it's not as easy as it sounds. Now that's what I call a recipe for a hilarious New Year's. The laughter, the joy, and the sheer fun of it all make this tradition truly special. Next stop, Switzerland, where they celebrate New Year's with a little less chomping and a little more splattering. Okay, I know what you're thinking. Dropping food on purpose? That's just wrong. But hear me out. In Switzerland, they ring in the new year by dropping a dollop of ice cream on the floor. Apparently, it's a symbol of letting go of the past year's negativity and embracing the sweetness of the year to come. Hold on to your hats, folks, because we're jetting off to the Philippines, where New Year's Eve is a full-on fashion fiesta. Forget your sequins and sparkly dresses. In the Philippines, it's all about rocking those polka dots. Why all the dots, you ask? Well, in Filipino culture, round shapes symbolize prosperity and good fortune. All right, party people, let's head to Denmark, where they literally break out the good china for New Year's. And by break out, I mean smash into a million pieces. Yup, you heard that right. In Denmark, they welcome the new year by chucking old dishes at their friends' and neighbors' doors. The bigger the pile of broken dishes on your doorstep, the more loved and lucky you are. Next up, we're heading to Ecuador, where they take out with the old to a whole new level. We're talking fire, we're talking effigies, we're talking New Year's purification rituals. In Ecuador, they build these huge, elaborate figures called Ano Viejos, which represent the old year, all the bad vibes, bad luck, and bad memories. And then, as the clock strikes midnight, they set those bad boys ablaze. It's a powerful symbol of letting go of the past and welcoming in a fresh start for the new year. Get ready to put your best foot forward, because we're off to Scotland for a New Year's tradition called first footing. Now this one's all about who steps foot in your house first after midnight. In Scotland, the first footer is a big deal. Traditionally, it's gotta be a dark-haired man, and he's gotta bring symbolic gifts like coal, salt, shortbread, and whiskey. Each gift represents something lucky for the new year, like warmth, prosperity, and good cheer. Ding dong! We're ringing in the new year in Japan, where they take their bell ringing very seriously. This is a time-honored tradition that dates back centuries and is deeply rooted in Japanese culture and spirituality. At Buddhist temples across the country, they ring in the new year with 108 chimes of a giant bell. This ritual, known as Joya no Kane, is performed to purify the mind and soul. Why 108, you ask? Well, in Buddhism, there are 108 earthly temptations that humans have to overcome. Each chime represents the cleansing of one of these desires, helping people start the new year with a clean slate. So each ring of the bell is said to cleanse you of one of those pesky temptations. People gather around temples, listening intently to each chime, reflecting on the past year and setting intentions for the year ahead. By the time that 108th chime rolls around, you're supposed to be feeling totally zen and ready for a fresh start. It's a beautiful way to welcome the new year, filled with hope, peace, and a sense of renewal. Hold on tight, folks, because we're about to get a little bit wild in South Africa. Forget confetti and noisemakers. In some parts of South Africa, they ring in the new year by chucking old furniture right out the window. I know what you're thinking. Talk about a homeowner's worst nightmare. But hey, who needs spring cleaning when you can just toss everything out with the old year? Buon anno! We're off to Italy where they celebrate New Year's with a hearty bowl of lentils? Yep, you heard that right. In Italy, lentils are a symbol of prosperity and good fortune because they resemble little coins. So on New Year's Eve, families gather around to feast on lentil-based dishes like lentil soup or lentil stew. Hold on to your hats again, folks, because we're back in Denmark for another round of wacky traditions. This time, we're taking a leap of faith, literally. In Denmark, they believe that jumping into the new year brings good luck. So, as the clock strikes 12, families stand on chairs and leap into the new year together. Ola from Brazil, where they're kicking off the new year in style. And by style, I mean head-to-toe white. That's right, in Brazil, wearing white on New Year's Eve is a symbol of peace, purity, and good vibes. Pack your bags, folks, because we're off to Colombia for a New Year's Eve tradition that'll have you running for the airport. In Colombia, they believe that if you want to guarantee yourself a year filled with travel and adventure, you gotta grab your suitcase and hit the streets. Ter tulemast. That's welcome in Estonian. And let me tell you, they don't mess around when it comes to welcoming the new year. In Estonia, they believe that the more you eat on New Year's Eve, the more abundant your year will be. Feliz Año Nuevo. We're ringing in the new year in Puerto Rico, where they like to make a splash, literally. In Puerto Rico, they believe that throwing a bucket of water out the window on New Year's Eve helps to drive away evil spirits. Si jesli luego, nowego roku. We're celebrating New Year's Eve in Poland, where they've got a taste for tradition and pickled herring. That's right. In Poland, eating pickled herring at midnight is said to bring you good luck and prosperity in the new year. Kali Krona. We're in Greece, where they celebrate New Year's Eve with a smashing good time. In Greece, they smash pomegranates on the ground for good luck. Feliz Año Nuevo. We're in Bolivia, where they bake their New Year's resolutions right into the bread. That's right, in Bolivia, they bake coins into sweetbreads and pastries on New Year's Eve. Whoever finds the coin in their slice is said to have good luck and fortune for the entire year. Happy New Year, y'all! We're down south, where they're ringing in the new year with a heaping helping of good luck and southern hospitality. In the southern United States, they eat black-eyed peas on New Year's Day for good luck and prosperity in the coming year. Ciao, Bella! We're back in Italy for one last New Year's Eve tradition, and this one's a little cheeky. In Italy, they believe that wearing red underwear on New Year's Eve brings good luck and love and romance in the new year. Mutlu Yıllar. We're finishing up our New Year's Eve adventure in Turkey, where they make their wishes on a bay leaf. That's right, in Turkey, they write their wishes for the new year on a bay leaf, burn it, and then drink its ashes in a cup of Turkish coffee. Wow, can you believe all those crazy traditions? From grape gobbling contests to furniture flinging fiestas, the world is full of unique ways to celebrate the new year. In Spain, for instance, people eat 12 grapes at midnight, one for each stroke of the clock, to bring good luck for the 12 months ahead. It's a fun and frantic race against time. And in Denmark, they literally throw old furniture out of their windows to symbolize getting rid of the old and welcoming the new. It's a sight to behold, with chairs and tables flying through the air. People around the world sure know how to ring in the new year with a bang. It just goes to show that no matter where you're from or how you celebrate, the new year is a time for joy, reflection, and hope. Different cultures have their own unique ways of marking this special occasion, but the underlying sentiment is universal. New Year's Eve is a time for new beginnings, fresh starts, and setting resolutions. Whether you're watching fireworks light up the sky or toasting with champagne, it's a moment to cherish and look forward to the future. And maybe a little bit of wacky fun. From dressing up in funny costumes to engaging in quirky activities, it's all about letting loose and enjoying the moment. So this year, why not shake things up and try out one of these strange New Year's traditions yourself? You could start a new tradition with your friends and family, making memories that will last a lifetime. You never know, it might just bring you good luck. Many cultures have their own lucky charms and rituals to ensure a prosperous year ahead. And hey, while you're at it, why not share your experiences with others? Tell us about your own New Year's traditions in the comments below. We love hearing about the diverse and creative ways people celebrate this special time of year. We want to hear all about your family's quirky customs and crazy celebrations. Until next time, keep the spirit of the new year alive and well. Happy New Year from all of us here. May your year be filled with joy, laughter, and unforgettable moments.